Hi everyone, welcome to Draftscapes. I'm Chris Tuccio. There's nothing more appealing to a potential client than a beautiful company website. In this video, I'm going to provide you a step-by-step guide to go about creating a stunning website for your landscape design business. Stick around. By taking the time to plan, design, and develop an attractive business website, you'll not only produce more clients, but you may also see additional revenue streams from indirect sources as well. We've all seen the bad websites with clunky graphics, poor font choices, and a completely confusing organizational strategy. But I'm sure everyone has also seen some really great websites too. A beautiful website not only makes customers want to learn more about your company, but it also gives them a look at how professional that company is within the broader marketplace. In fact, a 2017 research study published in an online journal for communication and media showed that website design and website components like navigation, organization, or simplicity were key factors in engaging users or clients for future communication. In this video, I'm going to provide a step-by-step guide on how to create a stunning website for your landscape design business from scratch. Even if you've never created one before, these steps should provide you everything you need to know to get started in putting together your business website. The steps for planning and developing a design company website are listed also in the description below, and there's also an article that is keyed to the draftscapes.com website itself. Step 1 is setting up website hosting and choosing a domain name. For people that do not have a background in computer science, the terminology involved with setting up and running a website can be confusing. It was for me as well. The term hosting refers to a service provided by a company for keeping all of your website data available 24/7 on a computer or computers for people to access around the globe within seconds. Without hosting, your website would exist, but no one would actually have the ability to access it. There are several wonderful companies that provide hosting services for new businesses. When looking for a hosting service, you want to ensure that they meet 3 specific criteria. 1, they have live support, whether phone or chat, available 24/7. This can come in handy in situations where you're having trouble with your website. 2, they have several levels of hosting services, such that you can start a basic level and then increase your tools or web presence as your business grows. And number 3, the hosting company has a solid reputation for privacy protection. The last thing you want is your personal information to become public across the internet. For all of the various websites I've created throughout the years, I've always used HostGator. The website draftscapes.com is hosted by HostGator. The HostGator service offers 3 separate plans for new websites, along with great customer support, a content dashboard which can allow you to customize anything on your website, and 24/7 service. I've had nothing but success within the company, and if you're interested in using them, you can actually locate their services in the description below. Another great web hosting company is Bluehost. They're well respected within the industry and provide all 3 essential criteria listed above for a hosting company. I've never personally used them for my website development, but I've heard many good things from others. You can also find their services linked in the description below. The next step in creating a website is to choose both a domain name and the website software you're going to use to create your site. We'll look at both individually and then review service providers that offer all-in-one packages. A domain name simply refers to the URL of your website. For example, the domain for this website is draftscapes.com. When choosing your domain name, first you want to identify if it is available. If you followed my landscape design business series, I noted that it's an essential step when choosing and registering your business name to see if the domain name is also available. You want to ensure that the domain name is available for your given business name. You don't want to register your business as, let's say, Creative Landscapes, only to find out that creativelandscapes.com is already taken. Instead, make sure you're choosing your business name and your domain name in tandem. When deciding on a domain name, I highly suggest ensuring you obtain a .com domain. A solid .com domain indicates a web presence and authority that many clients will gravitate towards. Typically, users find more authenticity and trust in a .com name versus the same name which utilizes like a .net. In certain circumstances, such as nonprofits or educational institutions, .org or .edu is acceptable. But for landscape companies, you should really always strive for a .com. If this means that you need to slightly alter your business name, it's worth the investment. To check domain availability, you can search within your hosting platform or use a free online tool that I'll link below. Finally, you'll need to decide if you wish to utilize an all-in-one business website hosting and building service, such as Wix or Weebly, or if you wish to build and run your website independently through WordPress. Both have advantages and disadvantages. The most prevalent and useful all-in-one website hosting and building software is Wix.com. The service not only provides hosting for paid subscribers, but it also offers a variety of templates that allow the business owner to drag and drop information directly into the frame of their website. This type of service is great for complete beginners that don't wish to spend any real-time learning web building or the specifics in creating a website. However, this premium service that Wix provides also costs much more than running your own domain. A standard business website will cost anywhere from $30 to $50 per month. There are other disadvantages to all-in-one builders as well. First, you're limited to the templates that they provide. You may not like or prefer the designs of their templates, or they might not be useful for your specific business. Unfortunately, they offer very little customization. Secondly, the all-in-one builders also have been known to be poor at SEO, or search engine optimization. SEO indicates a website's ability to rank top in the results of Google or Bing in the search results. This is very important for landscape design businesses. For any business to be profitable, you need to ensure that your name is directly in front of your consumers. If someone Google searches landscape designers near me, it's essential that your company be ranked high on the list. Unfortunately, this is where sites like Wix fall short. The other option is to utilize WordPress. WordPress is a website software program that's open source, meaning it's completely free to download and utilize for anyone. Globally, it's by far the most popular web building software across the internet. You can set up a WordPress website within minutes directly from your hosting platform, such as HostGator or Bluehost. And besides paying for the initial domain name, the site will cost you nothing to set up. Besides the obvious advantage of being completely free, WordPress offers the additional benefit of being completely customizable. You don't need to even know coding or any sort of HTML to create your stunning website through WordPress. The software offers a variety of free themes that can be used for your site, something that I'm going to cover in the next section. WordPress is also very useful for SEO. Typically, WordPress websites rank high on search engines, and it also offers a variety of plugins which you can add to your WordPress website in order to optimize your ranking. A popular one is Yoast SEO, which ensures that any of your content is formatted correctly to get high search rankings in Google. The support community for WordPress is also second to none. There are a variety of tutorials available throughout the internet that will walk you through step by step the process for purchasing hosting and setting up your WordPress website. For the remainder of this video, the steps will be in reference to using a WordPress website, but they may also be applicable to all-in-one builders as well, depending on the service that you provide. Step 3 for your website is choosing a theme or a site builder. After you've chosen the type of website that you're going to be creating, an all-in-one or a custom WordPress site, you'll need to choose an overall theme and layout for your website. Themes are available in many styles, ranging from informational news themes, personal blog themes, and business development themes. Although it might be tempting to choose an attractive and fancy artistic or photography theme to show off your projects, I'd highly recommend selecting a theme that's just a simple business website instead. A standard business-style website should have an attractive home page, discussed in more detail in a moment, along with minimum pages dedicated to services, contact information, company mission, and past projects. You may also wish to include additional pages for client testimonials or company news if you feel that it's necessary. If you're using an all-in-one builder such as Wix, there are several themes to choose from that are available through their service. You really just need to simply drag and drop any of your content into their already existing framework. However, if you wish to make a more customized or personalized theme specific to your business, you can download the free WordPress website themes from WordPress's dashboard already. A standard business-style website should have an attractive homepage, discussed in more detail in a moment, along with, at minimum, pages dedicated to services, contact information, company info, past projects, and many more. You may also wish to include additional pages such as client testimonials and company news. If you're using an all-in-one builder such as Wix, there are a variety of themes to choose from their platform to use for your business. You'd simply just need to drag and drop your content into their already existing framework. However, if you wish to make a more custom and personalized theme specific to your business, you can download free WordPress themes from the WordPress dashboard itself. Two themes that I've previously used and had success with are the Astra theme, pictured here, and the Ocean WP theme, pictured here. Both themes have very beautiful graphic layouts and allow for any customization you desire. They also come with additional premium themes if you would like to upgrade to the paid theme, something that I necessarily wouldn't recommend, but you might want to actually pursue. There are a wide variety of themes available on the WordPress software, so really you can search and see what's available to best suit your needs. Your own imagination is the only limiting factor here. There are thousands of free themes available for you to access, but when selecting one, just be sure that it's compatible with what's called a site builder. A site builder is basically an added plugin that you can use in conjunction with WordPress, which allows you to edit and create content on your theme. The two most common site builders are Elementor and Beaver Builder. Both plugins are fantastic at helping you create custom design websites without knowing any code whatsoever. The Astra and Ocean WP themes are both compatible with Elementor and Beaver Builder. You should also ensure that the theme you select is what's called responsive, a term that refers to the ability of the website to modify its content for viewing on mobile or tablet devices. In today's world, most consumers are choosing contractors right from their mobile device. By keeping your website responsive to many devices, it ensures that your company looks good and attractive no matter which platform your customer uses. Both Astra and Ocean WP themes are responsive and free. So you've paid for your hosting, set up your domain name, and downloaded your theme. Now what? Well, you need to create your homepage for your website. Home screens for websites are the first impression most people have with your company. So you want to make sure that you give them a hint at what your business is and what it's all about. There are a few things you need to consider when developing your home screen. First, you want to make sure that you don't clutter the screen with all of the different content about your business on the first landing page. The purpose of the home screen is to attract and seduce the client to engage with your website and look at all the different pages that you offer. So provide them with some valuable content which would make them want to stay and view other pages on your website. This can be done by ensuring that your home screen has nice large pictures that rotate or can be toggled by the user, often called an image carousel. The scrolling images should provide the viewer with some beautiful photographs of your past projects, or perhaps even drawings of projects or designs that you've done that weren't actually installed. Anything that can entice or interest a potential client should be there. Often designers get caught up with the incorrect choice of only featuring recent projects on their homepage, even though they may not be the nicest. Try to avoid this. Even if a project is several years old, if it's a beautiful image that showcases your talent, it should be front and center on your homepage. You should also make sure that your homepage clearly states your company name, the general geographic region or address, as well as a tagline. For example, if my design company was called Fruitful Landscapes, and we specialized in edible landscapes for clients, our tagline might be building beautiful spaces for your viewing and eating pleasure. The tagline should provide a quick snippet as to the overall approach of your company. Once you've successfully designed your homepage with the image carousel and your company tagline, you just want to ensure that your other website pages are clear and accessible for viewers to navigate to if they like what they see. Two of the most important pages of your landscape design business website are the portfolio of your past projects and the services that your company offers. When potential clients find your business and its associated website, they've already identified that your company, based on its name and location, might be suitable for their project needs. Therefore, it's your responsibility as the business owner to show them what you're capable of. A poor projects or services page will simply leave the client confused and less likely to contact your company about their needs. The projects page. The link to the projects page for your website should be easily viewable in two locations on the home page. First, Be sure that the projects page link is located at the top menu of your site alongside your About section and other important pages. Seems common sense, right? But you should also ensure that there's a direct link to the projects page near your photograph carousel that you created on your home page. Under each image on the page, you should have a brief caption of information along with a link to more information, and that link should bring traffic directly to your project page section. This will help in getting your work in front of a client, an essential step when hiring a contractor for a specific job. When potential customers click on your projects page, you should be sure that it's organized clearly by project type, size, or location. For example, you might have a company that specializes in residential landscape design. For your projects page, perhaps you have one section which links to outdoor kitchen projects, and another section that is ornamental garden beds, and a third that's ponds and waterscapes. You want to avoid having all your projects listed haphazardly. If your client has a specific need, you should ensure that your website clearly highlights your ability to fulfill that requirement. If a potential customer needs to search, scroll, or scavenge to find a comparable project, then your site is really hurting you and not helping you. 3 to 4 sections on your project page should be about the maximum. Anything more and you're going to quickly get difficult and have problems with organization. Your sections and categories on the pages should be based on the overall emphasis or mission of your company. Once a viewer selects the overall category, then you can list each project that fits within that service. Don't forget, duplicates are not problematic. If you have one project that fulfills multiple categories, be sure it's listed in both pages. The individual projects page should have at least 4 to 8 pictures each, showing a before picture and an after picture, and then maybe some process pictures as well. Don't worry about writing too much about each project, but be sure to highlight the needs of the client for that project, the objectives of your design, and then a quick description of the finished product. Anything more than that can be discussed in an in-person consultation with the potential client that's looking at your website. Here is a good example of a well-designed projects page. Notice the large thumbnail images and the category of specific services provided on the top. Clients can select any of the related projects by clicking on the photographs that they find interesting. As for the services page, this is typically much simpler to organize. Similar to the projects pages link on the home page, you should also ensure that there's a services link in the top menu of your home page. Once clicked, the visitor should be brought to that page where it clearly itemizes what your company can provide to the client. I want to be crystal clear here. The services page should not be filled with long-winded explanations on the mission of your company or why someone should hire you. The services page function is to provide a distinct overview of what you offer as a service. Anything more is wasting both your time and the client that's looking at your website. The services page could be formatted in an itemized list or broken down into paragraphs with bulleted descriptions. Whether or not pricing should be listed on the services page is a difficult question, but I would suggest not adding any price estimates as each project requires really its own specific price point, especially for design build firms. Here is a good example for a well-organized services page. The next step is one that I feel strongly about for client acquisition, but it's not something that many landscape designers consider when starting their own business, and that's blogging. Customers within your geographic area often have gardening, design, or maintenance questions that don't necessitate hiring your company outright. However, the questions they search for, often through Google, can bring them to your website, which would highlight your company as an authority on a particular landscape topic. For example, if a customer was thinking about pruning hydrangeas in their backyard, perhaps they might Google search how to prune hydrangeas. If your company has a well-developed and thorough blog article explaining the proper times and techniques for pruning hydrangeas, the customer is more likely to return to your website for more additional information in the future. Additionally, if that same customer ever does wish to hire a designer for a project in the future, your company would be considered due to their experience of learning from your website. Essentially, the articles you write act as a marketing channel for future customers while also presenting your company as an authority within the industry. Since the articles will stay online indefinitely, they can serve as marketing channels for several years to come after writing. Some landscape designers have had success with garden coaching, which essentially means providing advice to clients on their properties without actually physically completing the work themselves. The blog posts serve as a similar function, but on a broader, more universal scale. To get started doing this type of writing, use past projects or clients as an example. What questions did they ask? What are some questions clients may be wondering before they look to hire a company? Any of those questions can be nice articles for your design blog. Furthermore, you can market your company within the article itself by referencing services you provide and linking to other pages on your website. A win-win. The final element you need to consider when developing a website is site speed. It's just a standard fact of the internet that websites which load faster garner greater traffic and more consistent search results compared to slow websites. Think about it from your own experience. How many times did you stay on a website past 10 seconds if it didn't load? Probably very few. You want your website and the stunning photographs for your projects to load quickly and easily for your potential clients so that they don't need to consider bouncing to another site. Bouncing is typically like an internet industry term that just refers to viewers leaving a website quickly. So the two questions you need to ask yourself when developing a speedy website are, how do I test my website to ensure that it's actually loading quickly for users? And two, what steps can I take to ensure my website actually loads quickly? I'll answer each individually. So first, how do I test my website for load speed? There are two great free website services that conduct site speed analysis and can provide great feedback as to the quality of your website. The first is Google PageSpeed Insights. You simply input the specific web address that you wish to test, and the PageSpeed Insights tool will provide information as to how quickly your site is loading and provide specific recommendations on how to make it run faster. The second is GTmetrix. It works similar to Google PageSpeed Insights, but also utilizes different speed metrics developed by the website development companies YSlow. You can see if I test my website article, How to Build a Stunning Landscape Design Website, it received a 94% on PageSpeed and a 79% on YSlow, with a total load time of 1 second. That's fast. So, how did I get this site to actually load so quickly? This brings us to the next question. What steps can I take to ensure my website loads quickly? From all of my research, there are 3 key areas you need to optimize to ensure your website loads quickly. The first is site building. Unfortunately, if you're using an all-in-one site builder like Wix or Weebly, as I discussed previously, your choices will have very little impact on the speed of your site. In my experience, a customized WordPress website will outcompete any all-in-one builder with very little effort. You want to make sure your company website loads quickly and get customers to stay on that page. So make sure you set up your hosting through HostGator or Bluehost and then build your website in WordPress. The second step for page speed optimization is image compression, especially for design projects pages. Although the beautiful 50 megabyte TIFF files look great blown up on a client's wall, it will take an eternity to load on a website. Most websites only use PNG or JPEG files for images, and total size of those are no more than 500 kilobytes. Anything more than this and you're sacrificing valuable load time. To compress your images, you can run each through a free online image compressor individually, or you can download a compression plugin from your WordPress dashboard. The most common image compressor is ShortPixel, and it's a free plugin that you can get through WordPress. It runs in the background and does all the work for you to optimize your images that you upload to your website. The third step is what's called website cache. Now, you've probably heard of it before, but had no idea what it was or how it was used, and understandably so. But now that you're running your own business and website, every marketing edge matters, and so optimizing your company's website cache will too. Cache simply refers to the ability to store website data, images, text, etc., on a local user's browser, like a client's browser, for future recall in order to reduce the time it takes for the server to request that information. If it's confusing, I understand why. So let's look at it this way. Let's say that you own a pizza shop and your pizza is the website. when someone orders a pizza for the first time, i.e. clicks your website, you need to put all the ingredients together, you need to bake it, and then you need to drive and deliver it to the customer. In the future, it would be more efficient to just have the pie already made beforehand, and you simply needed to deliver it when the client needs it. So that second sort of backup pizza, that's cache. It stores the site information so that if your user requests that same website again, it can deliver it really quickly, and that content is available to them much quicker. So, in order to optimize your site's cache, you need to make sure that you're developing your site in WordPress and then download a specific cache plugin like WP Total Cache, which will run through the background of your website and optimize your cache to provide it to users. By setting up your website in WordPress, compressing your images, and then optimizing your cache through a plugin, your company's site is going to be faster than probably 90% of businesses out there, and clients will take notice of that. As you can see, setting up a website for your company isn't as simple as it might seem. The time and effort that it takes to start your business should also be reflected in the effort that you put into your website. Make sure you look at other company websites in your area as well and begin to develop a list of your likes and dislikes of their website's approach. See how you can improve on their ideas to gain a better edge in the marketplace. But most importantly, remember that the website for your company is a tool to acquire customers. Make sure that the company information is clear and that you have a solid plan to capitalize on any inquiries that you get from your website. For more information on this and other topics for landscape design, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and go check out draftscapes.com, where you're going to see a whole host of articles and resources for landscape designers and landscape business associates. Okay? I hope that was valuable, and I'll see you at the next video.